Hey guys, on today's episode, I'm working on this, a Porsche 964. It's a C4, but here's why it's extra special. It is an original wide body. Look at that. Unreal, but you can see the paint, very rough shape. We got scratches and some things in here, swirls, love marks. The interior needs some love as well. A little on the rough side here. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, back on the road looking fantastic. Today, on this episode of Drive and Protect. Now, as you can imagine, I'm loving life right now, polishing a 964 C4 and a wide body, incredibly rare. This is just a huge treat for me, especially as a 964 owner. But when it comes to these door cups here, very common to have the nail scratches, and it's kind of hard to get out because obviously the handle's in the way. So one of the ways that you can do it, especially on something that's this soft, take exfoliate, put it on a microfiber towel like this, and then basically work your hand in there and really kind of oversaturate it. So there's a little bit more than normal that I would put, let's say, for like a regular scratch. So you're gonna fill that up. A lot of times I'll go in there with my finger as well. Just kind of coat the whole area. Then take your finger, wrap it in the microfiber towel like this, and then go in there. And this is the area where you can kind of use it as if like you were skateboarding in one of those, you know, half pipes or one of those little bowls or whatever. You're kind of like going round, 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 round. I get in there and just work it with exfoliate. Now, because it's so soft, I think it's gonna do a decent job. But if you really wanna get in there, and if your paint is particularly hard, which this one isn't, then you can use the Rupes coarse. That is much stronger. But it really depends on how long you wanna sit here and do this for. But you can spend a few minutes, go in, and then use the other side of the towel clean. And it's significantly better, but because this is a big job, I'm gonna go in and I'm going to start with this, the coarse, and then I'm going to finish with the exfoliate, and it's gonna make a world of difference. Now, the problem is you're gonna go back in with your fingers and scratch it again. So they make little cups that you can put in here that you can buy on Amazon. I don't even know, they're like $5 or $10. It's real easy. You spray some water in there, you slide it in, kind of center it, squeegee it out, kind of push it, you know, the water out with your fingers, and you're good to go, and you'll avoid these little scratches. But a lot of people ask me, hey, how do you get this out? That's how I do that. I'm not even getting like little tiny machines in there. Occasionally, depending on the size of the handle, I can get a 3-inch in there, but it really doesn't make a difference. I just go in, spend an extra 1-2 minutes with your arms and your wrist, get in there, looks fantastic, and you're good to go. I gotta keep polishing this. There are scratches everywhere, but when I'm done, the flake that's coming out of here is just phenomenal. This is called Midnight Blue, C4 wide body. Mwah, love this. Now you do have to be careful doing this if you decide to go with the 1-inch. The lip right here, that you can see, that part, because you can't get a full angle on this, you potentially are putting a lot of pressure on here, so go easy if you decide to go this route. The other thing you can do is you can pop this off, stick it in there, and just do it by hand. So the way I did it by hand with the microfiber towel, it looks 1,000 times better, but I'm not really going for better. I have to go for perfection here. This is a customer car, so I've got to kind of get in there and really work it. And you know, the machine does 1,000 times what your hand can do in a very short period of time. Doesn't mean you can't do it with your hand. It just takes forever and a day. So use your judgment and try to be as careful as possible, but be careful of this lip. You can burn through that going after the middle. You can burn through the edges without even you know, thinking about it or realizing that you do it. So I'm doing a little bit of cleanup on the engine here, and you always got to be a bit more careful on these 964s, but you can see the fan gets really grimy if you don't keep up with it. So we're going to play with that and a couple of things in here. But when I opened up the trunk, you could see right there, there's that white spot. And I said, oh, wait a sec. I'm pretty sure I have that white spot on mine as well. Check this out. I mean, it's a little bit of a different shape, but the same like white mark is there. So the question is, what the heck is that mark? I've seen this for years. That's why when I opened up the other one, I'm like, what is going on? If you guys know what that's all about, let me know. Obviously the Revelto, we're still working on that, but very, very interesting. It's almost like a grease spot or something. The little things that make us happy. Anyways, I'm gonna clean this up right now. Okay, at this point, we've cleaned the suspension, the wheels, the clear bra is on, it's curing, we haven't put a coating on it yet, and I'm gonna focus on the interior. Now, if you can see in here, it's not terrible, but certainly the floor mats here, these have a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do on those. They're not in great shape, so we're gonna pull those out. I may have to power wash them, definitely shampoo. This, not too bad for this age, but it does need to be cleaned up because you can see it's a little on the shiny side, a little glossy. So that's definitely just years of oil and grease and that kind of thing, very common. But here's what's interesting. In the back, I'll zoom in a minute, there is glue all the way around that window. And the owner is very concerned about that, which is rightly so. I've not really seen that so much, a little bit here and there, but it leads me to believe that, you know, maybe this was replaced or who knows, but you can see in there, let me zoom in. You can see that yellow? That yellow is the the glue that he's concerned about. And it goes all the way around. So this is going to be a little bit tricky because we don't want to get too much moisture back there, but you can really see that it just follows this entire line around the car right there.
All right, so this is what it looks like from inside. It's incredibly far away for me to get anything in there. So it's pretty tight and it goes all the way around. You can see, and then goes in this corner as well. If you back out, there's a bit of a hump here for me to get in. So it's not super simple to kind of be exact with it, but we're gonna give it a go right now. Look at that junk on there.
Well guys, there you have it, Porsche 964 C4 Widebody, incredibly rare. You know I love the 964s. When it came in here, kind of on the rough side, but now it looks absolutely spectacular. We spent probably 4 or 5 full days correcting the paint, working on the interior, so on and so forth. Then we put a clear bra on it. Now it is just glowing outside right now. It's like you could dive into the paint. Super excited. As always guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.